Hello everyone! In today's video I will be filling one of my sketchbook spreads with Matt's 50 Heads Challenge by Ahmad Aldoori. I hope I read it right. By his words, you have 10 days to do 50 studies. No rules. Don't ask questions. Just draw. Just do it. Nobody is stopping you but you. Nobody is judging this. Nobody is allowed to control what you do. Change the limit to 50 days if you want. Who cares? As long as you follow through. Maybe you have heard about his 100 Heads challenge previously, or about his 500 Hands challenge. It's quite popular and I hope to finish it one day as well. I will link his video of this challenge in the description, as well as link to Pinterest with reference photos used here. Feel free to join us on this artistic adventure. Here you can see me working on 5 heads. I planned it from the start that I have to fit 5 heads on one spread in my sketchbook, so that the whole challenge would only take 10 spreads in my sketchbook. As of now, I have finished 35 heads already, so I have to finish 15 more. It sounds like a little, but it actually takes me a long time. I think I will make a video about the last page with showing you all of my finished pieces, as it's a quite long journey for me. I started drawing these portraits maybe back in October 2019 or 20. Wow, 20. Okay, it's not that long. 2020. Time flies by fast, right? I'm not even sure how long ago it was. And slowly I'm finishing them. I always sit and draw one spread of portraits when I have free time and motivation, which by the tempo of it you can probably say it's not too often. Now I have bigger motivation because I finished my sketchbook. Only 3 spreads are waiting for it to be totally completed, and they are all spreads reserved for this challenge, so here we are. Would you like to see a sketchbook tour once I finish it? I'm quite excited. As Ahmed said, there are really no set rules. I used blue pencil to sketch the portraits, and I'll be finishing it with Daniel Smith's Cascade Green, Winsor & Newton's Dark Satin Violet, and Roman Schmal's Shadow Violet watercolors, and later add some finishing touches with grey and black polycolor color pencil and white gel pen and white Posca marker for highlights. The blue color pencil, or more like color more like pencil, yeah, it says it's graphite on it. It's a Kohinoor pencil that's in blue color, but I'm not sure how it works because it seems to be water soluble. As you can see, it's melting, like it's activated with water, and I didn't expect this to happen. So yeah, I screwed up one of the portraits because of this. The ice like melted with water completely, and there was no going back. While making these videos, I found out I pretty much suck at describing my drawing process. Or maybe not as much as I suck at it, but it is repetitive, and I still use the same things to draw, and I don't think it's that interesting to hear it over and over again. So instead, I will try to come up with more interesting topics to broaden everyone's horizons bit by bit. What do you say? Because I know a lot of people who struggle with this, I decided to share how I managed to open myself to people around me, to become more easy to approach for them. You see, I've always been a very shy kid. When I wanted to play with someone new, I used to hide away from them. It's totally logical, right? They will definitely come and play with me this way if I hide from them, yeah? They won't think I'm scared of them at all, right? Yeah, so let's just say that kids have different logic from adults. Due to me moving a lot in my childhood, I changed grade schools like 3 times, which is, I would say, quite often. At my first year and second year, I was in international American school, which was located in Poland, and there were, just that it, as it says, international, there were students from all over the world who for some reason ended up in Poland, so like kids from the workers of embassy and such a thing. Yeah, then we moved, like my family and me, back to Czech Republic, and I went to another school for my third year, and it didn't really work out with commuting. I was lost for words. So later, a year later, I changed schools again. So from the 4th year, I was going to another school for 3 more years, and later went to high school. So you can see I changed really quite often, and I was constantly put in a new environment, new kids, new teachers, new places. It was a lot to take in. I struggled to make friends in new places, even though the kids were rather nice and wanted to get to know me. Somehow it's easier to fit in when everyone starts from the same stage. When you come up to a group where everyone knows each other already, you feel like an alien, no matter how hard you try not to feel like this. Now, looking back, by being shy, I was just pushing people away from me, being unaware of it, and I wasn't really talkative either. I wanted to get to know everyone, yet I didn't let them to know me because I was afraid of them. I didn't manage to change my attitude even through high school, though it felt much better than at my grade school. When I finished high school and got to university, I found on myself that I have to change my attitude of, waiting until someone else will introduce themselves to you, otherwise I would be unhappy. Maybe I'm just impatient in waiting, I don't know. Well, at first I was walking on university campus all lost and awkwardly out of place. No one knew each other, so pretty much everyone was like this too. But after a week of doing this, burying my face in my notebook and drawing whenever we had together for a lesson, I felt like everything is going to go in the same bad directions as it always did, and I will end up being that one kid that we laugh on again. So I took all my courage, and in any given opportunities I would start introducing myself to people around me. Like, for example, if someone dropped a pen, I would help them pick it up. I would say, by the way, I'm Aldoori, and smile brightly at them, and they would introduce themselves too. Or I would meet people by them being friends of someone else I knew. And so in a few weeks I knew everyone from our year, and I was feeling great. Like, I'm not saying I was friends with every one of them, but I knew their names and it was not awkward anymore. I could walk with them and drop a comment or chat them up without feeling like an outsider for doing so. And overall, it made my experience with university a great one. What I mean to say is that if you want people to reach out to you, to get to know them and to make friends, don't isolate yourself. Don't worry and talk with them. You are great as you are, and if you are worried that they will find you weird by you talking with them, well, first of all, if they really do, you are probably better without them in your life. Secondly, don't worry about it, because if they think you are weird, they probably felt so before you started talking to them in the first place. In a lot of situations, people think that someone is weird just because he doesn't hang out with them by keeping their distance. They are worried to get too close to you if you want to be alone. So, if you want people smiling around me, the best thing to do is usually give them a bright smile. It won't work for everyone, of course, but who knows? Maybe you will make a day brighter to a stranger in a pharmacy shop. Secret of being open to people is in small gestures like these. So next time you feel out of place, just try to look around you. You might see people being lost just as you are. Don't feel like you're in danger unless you want to stay it this way. Try to approach them first with a warm smile, and who knows how many nice and kind people you might meet on the way. You might help them overcome their insecurities too. Maybe they are feeling even worse than you. Maybe they are more shy and it's even more difficult for them to blend in. And whatever way you think of this, try to make a change within yourself first. It always is the best solution if you're unhappy about anything around you. Take the first step and make the difference. Change. Move forward. Here is the finished result of my sketchbook spread. And if you liked it, like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. And until next time, let the sun shine into your soul. Bye bye!